Welcome to our Job Seeker Prep series that will help you build winning resumes and sharpen your interview skills. This series is brought to you by Pacific Mountain Workforce Development Council. In Part 4 of our series, Building Winning Resumes, you will learn the importance of selling yourself on your resume and how your resume needs to answer the employer's job announcement. Think of the job announcement like an essay question that you answer with your resume. It sometimes begins with a statement by the employer about who they are, what they do, and their company values. Then they announce the job that is open, the title, the duties, and the requirements in order to be considered. Their question has multiple parts. Who are you as a professional, and how do you meet the qualifications? When have you done this job or part of it before? And how did you perform with excellence? What was your impact? Your targeted resume is your answer and will help you get the interview. We mentioned in previous videos that recruiters often take only 6 to 30 seconds on a first review of a resume. In order to get noticed, you need to focus on the top half of the resume, detailing how you meet the requirements, who you are as a professional, and how your values connect with their company culture. Another great way to target your resume to the job is in the professional experience section. When you clearly separate your duties from your achievements, recruiters can easily see the scope of your experience and how it aligns with their needs for this position. By writing a clear, targeted duty description, they can see how your previous duties relate to the new job you're applying for. Next, you need to highlight your achievements in each job to show how you performed with excellence and made an impact. Anytime you place a bullet next to a statement, you are drawing special attention to it. This area is your opportunity to sell yourself as a top performer. Now, let's address the 3 questions the employer is asking you to answer with your resume. Number 1, who are you and how do you meet the qualifications? As we mentioned before, the top half of the resume should answer this question. If you use the rule of thumb and pick up your resume with 2 hands, everything above your thumbs will be directed at this question, beginning with your professional profile or summary of qualifications. This is an upgrade on what used to be a simple objective statement. This is your chance to state who you are professionally, how many years of experience you have relevant to the job you're applying for, and what your professional values are. Always connect this to the new job and the company culture and values in order to be the perfect fit. Next, we want to address specific skills you possess that are needed for the job. You can find these by reading the job announcement and thinking about what is required to perform the duties listed. One great resource is onetonline.org. The ONET program is the nation's primary source of occupational information. Central to the project is the ONET database, containing information on almost 1,000 occupations covering the entire U.S. economy. The database is available to the public at no cost and is continually updated from input by a broad range of workers in each occupation. ONET information is used by millions of individuals every year. By entering in the type of job you are looking for, or even for a job that you're trying to describe that you did in the past, you can see a wealth of information that can get you started. Once you determine which skills you think are the most important for the job, put them in your own words and enter them in either a table or a bulleted list on your resume. This is the easiest area on a resume to target to the new job. But let's face it, there are many job seekers who have limited work experience, such as students, youth up to age 24, or even stay-at-home parents re-entering the workforce. Sometimes job seekers feel that they don't have any skills to offer. However, think about the way you approach problems. Are you a creative thinker? Are you able to adapt to change? Are you safety conscious? If you are just starting out, these examples may help you with your first job back into the workforce. For those that are highly qualified, choosing what to highlight in this area can still prove challenging. List the most important skills required to perform the job, prioritizing them across the table. This will really help in selling yourself to your next employer. The final section of qualifications includes your education and certifications. If the job announcement lists a degree or certification, place it under your skills section in order to get noticed in 6 to 30 seconds. Otherwise, you can place this section at the bottom of the resume. We hear many recruiters appreciate your delivering this information in the top half. The second major question employers are asking in the job announcement is, when have you done this job or parts of it in the past? Your answer is revealed in the professional experience section of your resume. However, we don't want to see a list of your job functions taken straight out of your job description or a list copied directly from onetonline.org. Instead, we as employers want to see what you did in your job that is relevant to the job you're applying for. The best way to do this is to write using power verbs that show action. Avoid using phrases such as responsible for or tasked with, as these are passive statements. Those phrases are a missed opportunity to show initiative. This duty description area should only be a few sentences long, with achievements listed below as bulleted statements. Remember, the employer is looking for someone who already has experience performing the duties in their position. You will want to think about what you might be doing in your next role and try to include duties that are similar. When we ask a candidate what do they do in their job, so often we hear, "So many things, where do I start?" However, on a resume, the employer is only asking about the parts that apply to their job, so this area will require some thoughtful editing on your part. The third question you need to answer to really sell yourself to the employer is, how did you do the job with excellence? What was your impact? This is your chance to show the value you can bring to their company. Many people feel that talking about their achievements is bragging, so they have a hard time doing this. However, it is imperative that you explain how good you are at aspects of the job. For instance, if you were selling something else, such as a car, and you were asked to describe it, you might say, "Drives great, has ample storage capacity and low mileage at 40,000 miles, handles well in the snow, fits family of 5 comfortably, offered at 10% below its Blue Book value." That statement is full of important features and numbers that catch the attention of the potential buyer. The same goes for how you need to write your key results or achievement statements. For example, increased revenue and effectiveness by 25% by establishing standards and procedures of organizational systems. Think of something you were the go-to person for at work, in which you can demonstrate subject matter expertise. Or perhaps you were recognized with an award for customer service, or your boss complimented you on a skill. Maybe you were selected for a special job, or you improved a product, service, or process. These are all aspects of your performance that can really sell yourself to a new employer by demonstrating excellence or impact. Employers want to hire top performers. Be your own best advocate and use bulleted statements to show your value and sell yourself as a candidate to your next employer. Start with a power verb such as these and tell them what you accomplished and how it impacted customers or the organization. We hope this video will help you understand how to sell yourself as a top candidate for the job by answering the 3 questions employers want to know when posting a job announcement. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for additional videos in our series.